It's in the game.
Where's Garrett? He went to sleep. Come on. Garrett, did you fall asleep?
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Welcome in, everyone. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance, you can look at metrics, you can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off, and from there, it's anybody's game.
So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
They'll run here on first down. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on, go! Crash!
Here he is on 3rd and short.
Crash.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Hurry up. 19 windy. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go, son.
Watch the twist!
Turbo, son. All right.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go! Bronco 80! Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And some solid blocking there springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Okay, ready.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Down. Hot, hot.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports.
Ready.
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got a first to begin the frame.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready, ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Check go.
Here's a throw. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They get 35 out of that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Well, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. The Packers into the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Set. Set up.
Dive play straight ahead. Still fighting forward. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Ready, set.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Set up. 70 line. Go.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Washington calls it second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Like, hut.
They give it to him up the middle, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, side. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Looking to return from the 29. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, come ready.
They'll come out throwing. Hits his tight end on the corner route. That's a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown! You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Here we go, side. Side.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Do it.
This time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, little slow to begin with, but in the 2nd quarter, the offenses started finding their way.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our
broadcast
second half.
team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
222, 222.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they say Packers football. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack.
Here we go. Green 19, green 19.
Fields throwing here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here we go. Green 19.
Fields now, 3rd and long. He put some juice on a deep Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception! And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space, well, it'd make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Packers are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Commanders set to take over. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Here we go. Do it.
Here's Fields to throw. And the Pack gets home. They drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Sit high. Sit high.
Man in motion
Nice
here.
instruction. Go.
Fields on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. He has it at the 22. Fights his way through a tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The running back gets it on the draw. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Ready.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Set it.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go.
Let's go. Go.
They'll run here, following the penalty. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Packers football in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Down. 70 Lion. Get up.
Now a give on the counter. Space past the 35. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers continue piling it on here in the 4th.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover, but may not tackle so well, and opens up a run lane that he took huge advantage of.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
19 windy, 19 windy. Here we go. Oh.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And their shot at the win probably already gone before that last interception, but after them pick six, Brock, whatever will they had to keep fighting, that might be gone now too.
Yeah, maybe time to look down that bench and try to give some other guys some opportunities as well.
And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Here we go. Green.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards, ugh.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, hurry up. Green 19, go.
3rd and long for him here. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. Now it's Fields. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And no turnover here, but a massive loss on that play as he recovers his own fumble.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up 4th down. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And we'll see if those 3 timeouts get used defensively, Brock, but this one is over either way. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set it! Set it!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory.